If you're going through a divorce or custody case in Utah, one of the first questions you probably have is, how is child support calculated? The short answer is that Utah uses a formula that primarily considers both parents' incomes and the number of overnights each parent has with the child. It is not a flat percentage and it is not based only on what one parent earns. I'm Ryan Gregerson with RCG Law Group, and here's how that formula works. Utah uses what's called the income shares model. The idea is simple. A child should receive the same proportion of their parents' income that they would have received if the parents were still living together. The court starts by combining both parents' gross monthly incomes, then looks up the basic child support obligation using Utah's child support tables based on that combined income and the number of children. That amount is then allocated between the parents based on each parent's share of the combined income. Now, parenting time also matters. Utah has different child support worksheets depending upon the custody arrangement. In a sole physical custody case, the non-custodial parent will typically pay child support to the custodial parent. In a joint physical custody case, which generally means each parent has at least 111 overnights with the child each year, the formula adjusts to account for the fact that both parents are paying for the child's day-to-day expenses during their parenting time. Generally, as a parent's number of overnight increases, that parent's child support obligation decreases. Gross income includes much more than just a paycheck. Depending on the circumstances, Utah's guidelines may include wages and salary, bonuses and commissions, self-employment income, regular overtime pay, rental income, investment income, or other sources of income. If a parent is voluntarily unemployed or underemployed without sufficient justification, the court may also impute income. In other words, it can calculate child support based on that parent's earning capacity instead of their actual income. Child support is only part of the financial picture. Utah courts also generally require parents to share the costs of the child's health insurance premiums, uninsured medical expenses, and work-related child care expenses, often equally between the parents unless the court orders otherwise. Child support is not permanent. Either parent can ask the court to modify child support if there has been a substantial and material change in circumstances, such as a significant change in income, a change in the custody schedule, or the child's needs. A parent can request a modification before 3 years have passed, but the legal standard is generally more difficult to meet. After 3 years, Utah law provides a less restrictive standard in many cases, making it easier to seek a modification if the current child support amount no longer reflects the circumstances. So to recap, Utah child support is not simply a percentage of one parent's income. It is calculated using both parents' incomes, the parenting schedule, and Utah's child support guidelines. Because every family's situation is different, even small changes in income or parenting time can significantly affect child support. If you'd like to understand how the guidelines apply to your situation, RCG Law Group can walk you through the numbers, explain what to expect, and help you protect your rights. Schedule consultation using the link below.